Oh, good morning, Mr. Frederick.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
A little bit cold. It's snowing here, so I'd rather be with you.
Oh, we are lucky down here. Okay. Thank you for taking out your time for us. So, as you're aware, we're conducting an interview on the Ocean City project. So we won't take much of your time, less than maybe 5-10 minutes. We should be done with this interview. So,
Very good.
good morning once and for all. So I'll just go straight to the questions so that we don't take much of your time. As you're aware, there are concerns from different quarters on the impact of human activities on the environment, and different civil societies have been complaining that we need to do something concerning this. So, on this Ocean City project, how will you ensure that the dredging activities are performed in an environmentally acceptable manner?
It's a very good question and a very pertinent question, and I fully understand the importance to the local community and to Nigeria at large, actually. The environmental and social impact assessment will provide us a framework within which a sustainable and environmentally friendly dredging activity can be carried out. This is work that in my home country, Holland, is being carried out at a very regular pace. We do this all the time. We know how to mitigate any negative impacts on the environment, and we will use all that international best practice and knowledge to support the development in Lagos.
Okay. Thank you very much. And of course, are we taking sufficient consideration of the long-term effects or impacts of the construction project on the environment, particularly the Nigerian environment itself?
Yes, of course, it will be done. During the course of the development of the project, we are close to getting onto the design stage of the project, whereby the method of execution of the dredging works, but also the shape and form of the dredging works are still to be fine-tuned. During those design studies, we will use mathematical modeling, maybe even laboratory testing to assess the impact of the new land on the larger community, so the whole of Lagos, but also to the larger extended coastline, so all the way along the Nigerian coastline. So that will be part of the studies to be executed. And given the fact that the project promoter is already thinking about these issues and is including these issues in the project setup, I'm actually satisfied that we will bring, to the best of our knowledge, the best available technology to the scene to mitigate any negative environmental impact of the project.
Okay, if I hear you very well, you mean you're going to consider not just the Lagos coastline, but the entire Nigerian coastline?
It's what you do in coastal engineering. You cannot locate or you cannot isolate one project from the downdrift, as it is called, project area. That means that any project in the coastal zone may have an impact on the downdrift side of the coastline, and that extends for kilometers. And you have to consider that whole project area, that whole project impact area, in order to mitigate and to define mitigating measures to reduce or even to completely absorb any negative impact of dredging works. So yes, we will look at a far larger coastline than only the project area itself.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for your time. I'll take on Mr. Felix shortly. Thank you very much, Mr. Frederick, for taking out your time for us.
You're most welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Felix. Mr. Felix, I'll just direct my questions to the techniques to be employed, particularly the engineering techniques. You know where this the borrow pits are. What engineering techniques are you employing for this?
Yeah, thank you very much. We have been working in the coastal area of Nigeria, especially for Lagos coastal area, more especially concerning Victoria Island. We've done a number of reclamation, sand filling for some time. So we are going to use the best available technology in terms of to mine the available sand, and we know the borrow pits, and through the early studies, we'll be able to determine the adequacy of the borrow pit that we are going to use. But we already have some study in the past, which we believe we have enough sand, quality sand, to survey the available project area. So best available technology is going to be used, and we are talking about climate change. It's going to be climate change resilience, and climate change adaptation is going to be put at the front burner of whatever thing that we are doing in that project area.
Okay, so what is your time frame for delivering the first phase of the project, which is the reclamation, like you mentioned?
Yeah, globally, based on the phases, the clients have agreed that the sand filling or reclamation is going to be in phases. So we are determining, we have already a program that we determine. It's at the early stage. We have not really determined the actual duration, but it's going to be within a acceptable period of time that we allow the project proponent to manage the project well and to deliver for to relevant stakeholders.
Can you give like a time frame? Can you maybe like an estimate?
Yeah, for the first phase, we agree within 9 months to 12 months if everything go well for the first phase. Of course,
the reclamation.
The project area have been divided into phases, and that's the best practices how to go about it based on the demand and the project program.
So let's just say within the next 9 to 12 months.
Yeah. The first phase will be delivered between the 12 calendar months.
Okay. So with the impact of global warming already being felt everywhere, what long-term plans are being made to ensure that the Atlantic Ocean does not threaten Ocean City once it's built?
Yeah, sea defense is going to be built, and there will be simulation, there will be modeling at the best laboratory in Europe. We've done it for a number of projects in Lagos, and we believe that through the modeling and simulation, we are going to build the best surge in the highest, maybe for 50 years or 100 years, that can withstand the type of sea defense that is going to be put in place. So through the necessary hydraulic modeling and simulation, we are going to, of course, the Royal Haskoning has been one of the best hands in this area. So we've done it in Lagos before for some projects, and we believe that we will also do it for this particular project.
Okay. So thank you very much, Alex. And also thank you very much, Mr. Frederick, for taking out your time to be with us on this interview. So if we have further questions, we'll definitely get back to you and let you know.
Excellent. A pleasure.
Okay. All right.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah.